Welcome to Home Buying Made Easy, the podcast where we pull back the curtain on mortgages, real estate, and everything the big banks hope you never figure out. I'm Rachel, co-host and producer of the show. Let's get to it.
Welcome to Home Buying Made Easy. I am Michael, and I have Rachel with me here too. She is our producer extraordinaire, and she's here. Say hello.
Hi.
Wow. With so much excitement, she is here on the show, off to the side, going, hi. She even said it like that. She looked at me. She went, hi.
I didn't even look.
Exactly what
I didn't even look at you.
She didn't even look at me. She just went, hi.
Hi.
The emotion. They feel the emotion. They're driving down the road. And as they're driving down the road and they're listening to a podcast, they're like, hey, another great podcast from Home Buying Made Easy. This is going to be awesome. Like,
or maybe they laughed because they felt that.
Because they felt
they felt the hi.
Oh.
And they're like, I feel like Rachel.
Oh, they feel like Monday. They feel like Monday.
I feel like Monday.
Oh, wow.
You know,
okay,
it's Monday.
Well,
so
we have a Mythbuster Monday.
Yes, we do.
So here we are. Now, what are we talking about, Rachel?
Today, our myth is condos and townhomes are always a bad idea because of the higher HOA fees. So is that true or false? Is that a myth or not?
It is a myth. Now, here's why it's a myth. Everybody's situation is different. Some people, they don't need, it also depends on what the purpose is that you're buying for, but they don't need maybe a big yard, or they don't need a big area. Like maybe they don't want land or whatever, and they're wanting low maintenance. Well, if you have low maintenance and you're not taking it into consideration, if there's zero yard, like you're in a condo or a townhouse, a townhouse is a little bit different because a townhouse has a yard, but the yard is 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's very small. And if that's the case, then you don't have to worry about high maintenance, meaning you have to hire a landscaper to come landscape the yard or cut the grass for you. You don't have to worry about watering the grass, or like in those situations where the HOA fees are higher, it's usually because there's more maintenance that's covered. Mm-hmm. In a condo situation, it's completely different because a condo, you aren't even when the outside of the house or the outside of the building needs repair or needs fixing or needs washing or whatever, it's not even your responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's the HOA's responsibility. So that's factored in. Yes, it's a higher fee, but then there's lower maintenance that's required of you, because in a condo situation, it's walls in. Like you're only paying for walls in.
Right.
So I don't think that's always the case. And it really depends on your life situation. Are you in a situation where you really don't need a yard, want a yard, or maybe, I know there's people that buy condos that have kids or whatever, or maybe it's completely different. It's an investment condo that's on the beach or near the beach. That is a totally different scenario too, because if it's an investment, part of your investment strategy would be including the cash flow of what those HOA fees would be.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the purpose of your purchase.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably the best answer for that.
Okay. So what makes like a good HOA versus a bad HOA when you're looking at a townhouse property or a condo or something?
A good HOA or bad HOA? Well, your lender's probably going to help you figure this out too, because you're going to get condo documents. Mm-hmm. And those condo documents have to show if the condo association has had any lawsuits against them, or maybe they've had major repairs. If a condo association has major repairs, let's say it's a 40-year-old condo, a 40-year-old condo probably has some maintenance issues.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a major maintenance issue, let's say it's the roadways all through the condo complex, and that's part of the ownership's responsibility. Well, they're going to issue what's called an assessment. Well, that assessment could be spread out over a number of years. But if you redo all the parking lots, all the roads, everything in a condo association, in a condo complex, that could be thousands. That could be $50,000, $100,000. Take $100,000 and divide that by the number of condos in that condo association. That's who's paying for it. So that could be a really bad thing, or roofing. That sometimes roofs are like that too. They issue those assessments, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You just gotta take it.
That is true. You do have to take it. There was a condo complex that I was working with a buyer on, and they're getting a loan, and they asked me to do the loan, and we started looking at the condo documents and noticed it was right on the beach. It had a seawall.
Yeah. A
seawall is where you put a wall right on the beach that protects the actual property from the waves. It's a seawall. It was about 6 or 8 feet, and the seawall had collapsed, and the condo association had not fixed it. And so they started getting prices on it, and they're trying to get prices on it. I'm just trying to close another condo for these people, and we could not get it closed because they didn't know how much it was going to cost and what the assessment was going to be. And so the lender was like, hey, until we know what's actually going on here and how much this is actually going to cost, we're not closing this, because they don't want to put the buyer in a bad situation.
Right.
And what if the seawall costs $500,000 and there's 100 condos in that complex? How much is that going to cost? That's going to cost $50,000 a piece or something.
A lot of money.
Yeah. That's a lot. So anyway, there's that literally happened. So they canceled it and said, no, we're not going to do it.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I got.
It's 5,000. Anyway.
That's all I got.
That's all she's got. Mythbuster Monday wrapped up again. We'll see you next time on Home Buying Made Easy.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Home Buying Made Easy. If something we covered today helped you see things differently, share this episode with one person who needs to hear it. You might just change their financial future. If you're ready to take your next step, our team is standing by. Call or text us directly at 615-499-6335. You can also reach us at michael@dendyteam.com or use the link in the show notes below. New episodes drop every Monday and Friday. Hit subscribe so you're always first in line. And if this show has brought you value, a 5-star review takes 30 seconds or less and helps more people find us. From our team to you, let's make home buying easy.